Angles of elevation and depression. I just want to go over. Right? I just want to go over right angle triangles, right? So if here is 90, what do you call is the opposite 90 degrees? Hypotenuse, right? And if here is theta, what do you call opposite theta? And that's next to theta, right? And what are the rules linking all three? Right, Pythagoras. Hypotenuse squared is opposite squared plus adjacent squared, right? So this is your Pythagoras theorem. When do you use this? You use this if you're working with lengths only. All right. So you use this if you're working with lengths only. Right? If you have angles to work with, then we have to use the trig ratios, right? If you have angles to work with, then we work with trig ratios. Right? We use trig ratios. Sine theta is what? Which one? Opposite over. Cosine theta is. And tan theta is what? Right. And what did I remember? I told you if you learn to use cosine properly, right? Cosine rule could substitute for this. If you use sine rule properly, you don't need to learn this. Okay? Huh? All right. So what we're gonna take a look now, we're gonna take a look at, right? We're gonna take a look at constructing diagrams, just like parents, that will give us things that look like this. All right, then triangle. Okay? So I want you to head up elevation and depression. Right? Head up elevation and depression. Are you ready?
Hai bạn nào, hai bạn. Cái bố qua đi. Bố nó cái đó. Bố ơi.
All right, ready? So here's what we're looking at, right? What we're looking at is if this were you, right? So let's pretend this is Michael here, this is Michael here, right? And I said that Michael is looking up or looking at an angle of elevation. What that means is that from the horizontal, Michael is looking up like this. So if I said angle of elevation, let's call it alpha, it means that Michael is looking up like that. All right? So elevation basically is looking upwards. That's okay? That's all. Anybody recognize what shape this creates in here? Right angle triangle, because here will be right angle. What do you think the question is, Post Malone? What do you think the question is? Looking what? What do you think? Looking down, right? So looking down. So if this is your horizontal, looking down would be like that. You okay with that? Kamal? Elevation, looking up. Depression, looking down. All right? Yeah, because you're depressed, so you're looking down. You're elevated, so you're looking up. All right? So that's all you have to remember. Elevation, looking up. Depression, looking down. So go ahead. All right. Yeah. Not all. We have lessons like normal. Huh? All right, so what we're going to do now is we are going to construct diagrams like this and then apply trig ratios. Okay? We should have a calculator, please. Changes. And ready? Example one. We're going to write one. We're going to write one out. Yes, guy.
Just no bilang. Yeah.
You are ready? Write it down. Sam is looking up. Sam is looking. Sam is looking at an angle of elevation. At an angle of elevation of 40 degrees. At an angle of elevation of 40 degrees to the top of a building. To the top of a building. What's up? Assuming that he is 2 meters tall. Assuming that he is 2 meters tall. And 40 meters away from the building. And 40 meters away from the building. And 40 meters away from the building. Calculate the height of the building. Calculate the height of the building. Calculate the height of the building. 40, yeah, 40. Ready? So let's see if we can put all that info into a diagram, right? Which diagram we using? First one, right? So how tall is Sam? 2 meters. What else we know? 40 meters away, right? So here to here is what?
So we barely hear him.
Huh? What's that one line? What's that? Oh, the logo. Oh, so I mistake. Right, and what else we know? The angle of what? What else they gave us? Of how much? So the angle of elevation, that's this angle here, is 40 degrees. Everybody okay with that? So your diagram will look like this. So what do you need to get? What the question asks for? The height of the entire building. Right? Let's call it X. So we know from here to here. Here to here is how much? Here to here is 2. So what do we need to get? Here to here is 2. We need the whole thing. So what do we need to get? From here to here. You're seeing that? Jamal? So we need to get this distance here. Let's call that Y. If we get Y and we have the 2, we could add it up to get X. So we know X is Y plus 2. Anybody lost? Are they okay? Right? So to get Y, we're focusing on this triangle here. Are you okay with that? So how much is here to here? Here to here is 40 meters, right? So my first question to you is, what type of triangle is this? Right angle, right? What do we have? We have, what is called this side? Opposite. And so what are we going to use? We have opposite and adjacent. So we're going to use tan. Everybody okay with that? So we're going to use tan theta is opposite over adjacent. Right? So that means that tan of 40 is equal to opposite, which is Y, all over adjacent, which is 40. How do you solve something like that now? Right? You make Y something by doing what? Put it over 1 and cross multiply. That's okay? Two fractions equal sign we cross multiply. So y by 1 is this, 40 by this is 40 tan 40. How much is that? Make sure you calculate in degrees, right? Make sure it's in degrees.
3.56.
How much?
3.56.
33.56. That's a 0.6, right? You're okay with that? You're okay with that? So you draw a diagram, put in everything you need to know, and find it. So your final answer is what? What's your final answer?
35.6.
Right? 33.5, 33.6 plus 2, which is 35. 35.6 meters. Right, Ethan? What's the most important thing, Ethan? What will you say again? A proper diagram, right? A proper diagram would allow you to be able to know what you feel. So, a proper diagram is important, right? Copy them. Let's go again. Next one. I just giving you a heads up. I'm not doing that yet. So you're ready? Sorry, Kamal, you wanna come on board? Yeah. Come now, together, TikTok again. Are you ready? What are you? Right, so it gets me a little bit harder when you have diagram, sometimes becomes a little bit more a little more challenging, right? So while you're waiting on two of them heads to right, think about this, right? Think about if you have a flat ground like this, right? And you are on the flat ground, right? And you are on the flat ground, right? And there's a pole on the ground. Most of the questions come with a flat pole. If you are on the flat ground and you are looking up, that will be an angle of what? Elevation, right? And then what type of triangle is being formed here if you are right here? A right angle, right? So some of the diagrams, you have to kind of envision it as being a little 3D diagram. Okay? So you are not trying to draw the 3D diagram, you are trying to draw the right angle that comes out from inside here. Okay? Because if you look up here and you look down here, that shape will be a right angle triangle. So when you're trying to draw it, you're trying to draw the right angle triangle that happens here. All right? I'll show it in a little while. All right. Let's change this slightly.
So whatever please.
Online, any questions? Okay, that is in topic by topic, page 167 in the group. Not in the group chat. What in the group? What in the group? When you operate something, I did. Right, drawing diagram there, please. Let's go through this. Right, so the diagram below, they give you a diagram, so they make it nice clear, right? The diagram below, not drawn to scale, shows two shapes, R and S. You'll see R and S on the diagram. Right? R and S on the diagram. The angle of elevation of T, the top of the tower from R and S is 22 and 40. Are you all seeing the angle of elevation on the diagram? There for you already. You all see that? Page 167. 166. You all see the angle of elevation, right? The angles of elevation and they give it out. Find RSE. Find RSE. Sorry, RTS. Sorry. How we getting RTS? Let's pick on Jamal, pick on you. No, Jamal. Right, then Jamal.
Elevation. Why would we feel Let's see.
Oh yeah, think about it. How we getting RTS? RTS. Think about it. Come on. Oh yeah. Try to find RTS. Page 166. Right, so Olia, where is RTS? Drawing up to somebody else, please. Drawing with RTS here. Drawing with here. Yeah, an RTS. RTS. Right? So we're trying to find there. RTS, that's the angle you're trying to find. You do not need to use any sine rule or cosine rule or anything. Much easier than that. Don't overthink it. Watch it good. Nope, no sine rule. Don't use all that to find it. It's real simple. You don't need it. You don't need anything. You don't need any rule. Well, you need a triangle. Try it. How are you getting theta? Online you can message the answer. Don't use trig ratios, don't use sine or cosine rule. It's easier than that. Right, yes, sir?
Oh, shit.
Right, somebody has shared the topic by topic back in the group coming up. Somebody just share back in the group. Are you guys? You guys? So let's start with here. Jamal, how much is here? How much is here, Jamal? Very good, I like, thank you. 140, very good. So we have 140 and we have 22. How much is here? Let us pick on Ethan. Ethan, what's the angle up there? You already have the 140 and 22. How much? 18. Oh, you got up 180 minus 140 minus 20. And you said it's 18. Are you okay with that?
Yes, sir.
Yeah? No? No? No. Right, next part. Sorry. Second button, see 68 and 8 here. Next part, find ST. Find ST. Find this line here. Oh, I like this one. Don't people remember how to do that. Find the length in red. Look for the triangle and have the most information and work it out. Wow. What is it? We'll try to have it. Work out ST. I'm going to ask somebody what rule they're going to use just now. One time. Right. So this one here, you all had to know what the rule we use? Sine rule. Why we use sine rule? Because the triangle is a what? Right? We're using triangle RFT. Right? Yeah.
Again, out here. Quick, you know. What you look for?
That's using the wrong rule. I know. You're using sine rule.
Yes, also.
Right? Sine rule is A over sine A is equal to B over sine B. Oh yeah, this is not sine rule, huh? This is a trig ratio. Sine rule is that. Okay? Why are we not using these rules here? Why? Because the triangle we're using is the non-right angle triangle. Why are we using the non-right angle as opposed to the right angle? Because the non-right angle has more information. Okay? Yeah? Forward.
You can find, that's the,
You can find right and then what you're gonna do after.
then you.
Carry them because we are not other lengths. Right? If you want to solve simultaneously, you could use two and solve simultaneously. If you want. Alright? Yeah. Right? So sine rule technically anyway. Whatever. Right? Sine rule is what? Length and the opposite angle, right? So what's the opposite of 150? Theta, which was how much? 18. So that would be 150 over sine 18 is equal to x over sine 22. That's okay? Then you what? Two fractions and you cross multiply. So you will get x sine 18 is equal to 150 sine 22.
There was a distance.
Right? So x is equal to 150 sine 22 over sine 18. X is how much?
Right, actually. So I forgot I was in the
How much is that? 181.8. Point. Is that one? Most time is one decimal place, right? So 181.9. Any questions?
Right, DP?
It's 181.83.
Oh, 181. Point eight three.
0.83, right? It's uncoded. I didn't round off at all. If it didn't round off, your value is 181.2. If it did not round off. Everybody okay while you use sine rule? One more, so you can have one more part. Find the height of the tower FT. Right? So I just put anything that we have, right? Here is 181.3 40, and they want us to find FP. So let's call that Y now. Find MT. Which triangle are you gonna use now? The right angle triangle, right? Oh yeah, find the last part, FT.
Yes. Oh, you don't get
Yeah, hi. Yeah, yeah.
I even want to talk about.
Good one.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I see it.
Right, yeah. What do you be using? Yeah, what are we using earlier? We have theta, we have an angle down here. What side is that? Hypotenuse. Yeah, and what do you want us to find? Opposite. So therefore we're using sine theta is opposite over hypotenuse. You okay with that? And then you plug it in, right? So that'll be sine 40 is equal to opposite, which is y over over 181.3. What do we do again? Two fractions equal sign. What do we do? Cross multiply. So y is 181.3 sine 4. How much is that? 116.1 decimal place, huh? 0.9. Copy down. Let's go again. Only I don't know what the screen is exactly 181.3. Sine 4. Yes. Oh, I get 181. Oh yeah. Copy down. Let's go again. Let's go again, next one. Online try and send some answer to the next one. Right? The next one they gave you the shape, so they give you others start up, right? Am I right then? Those who have it, they just scroll down. The next one. Anybody share back on the group? Share back on the group. Next one, June 2015. June 2015. You have to draw a diagram, right? You have to draw a diagram. Oh, it's completed and everything. Right, Tariq. Vishish. Kalia. Mohammed. Keleia. The Kadira. So I fix it and put. Right, Kadir. KL. Football. Tiana online. Tiana. Yeah. Right, Vandina. Ethan. Wallace. Eliana. Malik. Williams. I can't his name. Oh no, there's somebody else. Isaiah. Say. Kalia Joseph. Kalia. Rajiv. Sydney. Sanaya. Caleb. Chanel. Hospitalis. Mariah. Alicia. Christine, you here. Cristiano. Sajida. Jenny. Curti. Michael. Teresa. Dimitri. Keith. Pronounce it right? Keith? No, I pronounce it. Kev. Bill. Pronounce the name again. No. Nabia. Jamal. Catherine. My names are sticking. Sebastian. Crisieh. How do you pronounce it? Messiah. Oh yeah, I'm not gonna get it soon. Sasha, Post Malone, Jamal. Next Jamal. Next Jamal. Anita. Anita. Tiara. Tiara. Malia. Cornwall. Clement. Oh, you have your name twice. Cook. Arista. Rivan. Right. Anybody did not hear their name?
Let's see, it's.
Huh?
Sono di tipo una sentia basso idee understand poi lì viene non si una Hey, what's that? The roof of the no.
Right, yes, so from the diagram, you know them? Yeah, adding everything, adding all the information.
You watch me? You watch me go.
Michael, put in the information and work out the thing. Who? Oh no, you shall have it from online.
See you think tomorrow. I was made.
What? What? Oh yeah, putting all the lengths, putting all the angles, use the right rules. Right, Emmanuel, help us with this one. Oh, you put in everything. Right, figure out which one is 35, which one is 42, and put in the length. Which angle larger? Which angle larger, 35 or 42? 42. So try to figure out which of them has the higher angle. That's all. Right, so yeah. So I just want to check and see if you have all the right things on your diagram, right? Yes, normal side. Right, figure. So the figure there, they give you the vertical tower, you're seeing it? And then on top of the tower, there are flag pole. It is mounted, R is on the same horizontal ground as B. RB is 60, so let's put in RB into our diagram. And one is 35 and one is 42. So watch this here. Which one is the smaller angle? Which one is the larger? Smaller is what? So the smaller is 35 and the larger is, right? And as Janae said, the word respectively is there, right? The word respectively is there. So 35 is the P and 42 is the T. Sorry, the other way around. Okay? Everything there. And obviously the smaller angle will be 35 and the bigger.
Obviously.
Alright? Now calculate the length of the flag. How are we doing that? Flagpole is here alone, eh? The flagpole is here alone. And if you have 2 minutes, try it. If you think you have it, call me. What flagpole? Go without. Oh. Found TB. Sorry, found here. Take a found TB. Vegas TB problem. Copyright idea. Where do you need to find the features? This is BP, but the cool thing here. So did you find this? A lot of some. Copyright idea. Anybody have it? Okay. Remember you want the pool, right? The pool is PT. And the pool is right here. Yeah. The pool is PT. The tower is PT. But this is the pool here. The pool on top is building. Yeah, that's there.
Yes, you could. Very rich. That's all for the color. You get that?
Yes, yes, right. But he is such a interesting, this is the fight. You see why you did it. You move. Okay, same, then that's not stop. It's a blue line there. Right, that's not cool. The black cool on top of the the shaded thing is white, right? How are you going to get? Forget. How are you going to get a shaded?
You can.
That's what you get to know like that.
So what you do? You see it triangle, right angle, triangle, right? So if you look at it, right angle, triangle. Somebody come with that again. On it what? P. Right, and next one is what? One is PB, and next one is what? TB. What would happen if you take PB and minus TB? Right? So use the rules now and find T B and then find T B. Yeah? So who is triangle?
Oh, yeah. We'll see it on like. Right. Yeah. Yeah, I see. Just.
Yeah. Michael, why stand up?
I trying to check you on something. Okay, take out pictures. For that, but.
Right? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I wait to be simple, can't do that, but.
Yeah.
You can just do that. I do this question, right? You know, I just bring it. So check this out. You can ask me. I'm doing something. Okay, put this in. I'll be like, oh, I don't want to.
All right, let's go. I'll do one more. A harder one. We have real time. Are you ready? Let's see what you got. How we get in? So really and truly, we need to find this small part here. So you have to get the big length, that's TB, and the smaller length here, which is TB, and minus them. When you minus them, that will give you PT. That's okay? And the triangle that has two of them are two right angle triangles. Okay?
Yeah.
So I'm doing, who's that? The villagers? Who? Right, so we're using, oh, by the way, here is opposite, here is adjacent. So we're using tan theta is opposite over adjacent. All right, that's all. Now we're focusing on the first triangle. We're focusing on the big triangle first. Right? We are focusing on the big triangle. So that will be tan 42 is equal to PB over cross multiply, and you'll get PB is 60 tan 42. How much is that? Right, still there is meter, so leave it like that. All right. You all seeing that? Now we're going again. We are going again and use the smaller triangle. Smaller triangle is here. Right? So that would be what? That will be tan 35 is equal to BT over 60. So therefore, BT is equal to 60 times 35. How much is that? 42 meters. So your final answer, all right, let's here in blue. The final, sorry, not put it out. So that would be 54 minus 42. And the answer is 12. Let's go again, yeah. Copy it down, let's go again. Anybody else for next week? Right. Here's what Catherine did, right? I am writing in purple. Right? Catherine found the length here. And then use sine rule. And found PT. Right? That was also a very good way as well. Okay, let's go again, one more. It's on page 169. Page 169. Number 5B. Hurry up. Don't move slow, please. Oh yeah. Final way doing that. Oh. Hurry up, next one. Draw a diagram, figure out which triangle you're using, and let's work it out.
Each one.
69. Right?
Each one.
69.
Yes,
69.
169.
Yeah, that's fine. 600.
What's the angle of elevation of T from P? It's before the diagram, let's go. Of T from P. Right. Yeah, in that bias positive. Right, move on to the next part. Anyway, someone else. Yeah, even we. Oh yeah, find FP now. Oh yeah, take your time. Oh yeah, Fine, part 3 as well, right? And last one. The last one is the angle of elevation. In case you're not seeing it.
I got push off with please. No, but the compliment on the street was specific, yeah.
Ready? So they wanted to find FT, that is X, FP, sorry. So part two, that will be what? We have opposite and we have adjacent. So that's what? Tan theta. Tan theta. So that will be tan 40 is equal to 80 over X. Two fractions equal sign. So we can be going on. Cross multiply. X tan 40 is equal to 80. X is equal to 80 over tan 40. How much is that?
95.
95.3. Last part. Angle of elevation of T from Q. Oh, well. Right, you're talking so much. Do you want to do that here for me? Know where the angle is for me? Yeah? Yeah? What is that? Right? Anybody can help me? What's the angle of elevation of T from Q? Who want to draw it? Draw it here for me now. Draw the angle of elevation of T from Q. Very good. So we have to find that angle. What are we gonna do? What are we going to do to find that angle?
Yes. What is this?
All the like one, right? Actually, I need some answer. I need some help. How are we going to find theta down there? Huh? 180 minus. Don't worry. Any answers? Any ideas all here? Somebody suggested something a little while ago. Yeah? Right. Look at the big rectangle over there. Look at the big rectangle. I'm sorry. Look at the big triangle. You recognize you have the whole piece and you have the whole height here. You have all of this and you have all of this, right? So what are we gonna do? Because you have opposite hand, that's theta. Right, so you're using tan theta is equal to. Gosh, look at that nice. Tan theta is opposite. Right. So tan theta is equal to what's the opposite of this, Sebastian? What length is the opposite? I can try. Look at what theta is. Do I need it? Yeah, do here. What? Opposite is 80 and 8. What you got? 20 points? 20.6. Anybody else got that? Alright, so again, it's important you put all the info in diagram. Alright? Right, remember next week is no class? Next week is. So I guess that was. Huh? Monday, we gotta make up for Monday. Alright, online, just remember no class next week, right?